Paylocity earns a spot on IBD's coveted Stock Spotlight screen, which highlights companies with strong earnings and sales growth as well as top-notch technical action. Joining me now to discuss the company's solid financial performance and areas of the business primed for growth is Paylocity CEO Steve Beauchamp. Thanks for joining us today, Steve.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so first off, the company has been able to perform at a very high level for a very long time with quarter after quarter of strong earnings and sales growth. So what do you think is the biggest contributing factor to the company's impressive financial track record?
Yeah, I think there's two big factors. And I think one is really our focus on our customers and our level of partnership that we create with our customers. Great example is helping them through all the legislative changes with the CARES Act and getting PPP loans. And we've really done a great job helping our customers. And the second thing is really focusing on technology and really creating innovative software that allows our customers not only to manage all the HR functions, but really to connect and engage with their employees in a much more modern fashion.
Yeah, so speaking of connecting and engaging with employees, now is a time to do that more than ever. It's so crucial. And for many businesses, the coronavirus pandemic has presented challenges as well as opportunities. So let's talk a little bit about how the pandemic has impacted your business and how demand has changed among your customers during this time.
So first and foremost, we have over 3,000 employees that support all of our customers and create our software. And about 50% of those employees actually work from home for many, many years. And so we had to quickly deploy the rest of the 50% so that we're virtually 100% remote workforce. And we've been able to do that pretty effectively. And at the same time, we get a lot of questions from our customers on how to be able to connect with their employees in a virtual environment. And so we see a lot more customers using tools like surveys and constantly listening to employee feedback. We see them use our community platform that's really a social media kind of platform within just the company. So they can post news announcements, they can connect with employees, they can react with emojis, they can comment. And so we're seeing a real big increase in utilization of learning products, survey products, as well as our community products, because people are really trying to connect with their employees in ways that they don't have a lot of experience with, because a lot of our customers are just not used to operating in a remote environment.
Yeah. And with those different products that you mentioned or otherwise, what area of the business do you think has that biggest potential for growth due to the pandemic? And also, how sticky do you think that will be once, the pandemic eventually subsides and it's back to business as usual?
So I think a lot of these trends were already happening, and what we've seen in the pandemic is they start to happen at an accelerated rate. So people were often having flexible days at home. People were often creating companies where they have a bunch of small locations instead of being in one large location. And you already saw a lot of increase in interviews like this or meetings via Zoom or WebEx or whatever technology somebody wants to be using. And so when you see the younger generation become a more dominant share of the workforce, with millennials getting in decision-making positions and Gen Z entering the workforce, I think a lot of this was already happening. And I think the pandemic will absolutely accelerate that. And as we come out the other side of this, you're going to see it much more common for businesses to operate a significant part of their operation completely virtually.
Yeah. And in particular, is there any specific function that you're seeing that you expect to have a big impact on the growth of the business moving forward with your customers connecting with employees in new ways in an accelerated manner?
Yeah, I think if you look at our business over the last many years, it's mostly been about automating and saving our customers time and getting access to information for employees and managers. And that was really the primary reason somebody would use our platform. As we move forward, they're looking for different ways to engage with their employees. So as an example, we made an acquisition of a video platform that we're in the process of embedding all the way throughout our suite. So people are really much more comfortable offering reward and recognition instead of an email or something like an impression, which we call it, which is a badge that you would use in our platform. They're going to do it with a video journal, and you'll be able to record a video and say, hey, great job in that meeting, really appreciate that. Or you might send your manager notes within our platform via video rather than doing that in person. And so I think the overall comfort level of people actually communicating via video should increase dramatically, and you'll see things like email utilization, I think, start to decline.
And so you mentioned that acquisition of the video platform. When it comes to your strategic initiatives, how do you prioritize the various means of growth, whether it's acquisitions or expanding new product offerings and expanding the customer base through organic growth or even mergers? How do you prioritize those?
Yeah, the great thing about our business is we interact a ton with customers, so we get a lot of feedback. We have over 20,000 clients across the country, and so we get great ideas by talking to our customers. Sometimes it's our salespeople, sometimes it's our service folks, and then other times we actually use the data that we see across our platform in terms of how clients are actually using our products. And so in many ways, one of the reasons that we launch new products is we identify use cases within our clients and things that they're actually trying to do, and then we try to create products that really make it a lot easier for them to accomplish that. And so, for example, we decided to buy a video product because we saw a lot of our clients using our learning solution, not just for formal courses, but actually sending short little videos to other employees to teach each other things that they were learning on the job. And so we started to think, well, there's really an opportunity to be able to embed video into all sorts of employee lifecycle tasks. And that drove us to do the acquisition with video. So I think it really comes down to listening to our clients and finding problems they're trying to solve and creating innovative solutions to help them solve those problems.
Well, Steve, congratulations on what Paylocity has achieved, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.